Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to D-Ray and Wanda's Farm. Okay, well, on today's video, we're going to talk about some of the animals we got out here on the place, and we're going to start out with the oldest one.
That would be D-Ray.
Hey, easy on that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But now today we're out here with old dude, our Palomino. He is a 1986 model, and yeah, because we got his title right here. Sure enough, yeah, he's born in 1986. He is 37 years old and not in too bad a shape for that year. You know, he's sold now. We don't ride him anymore. You know, Wanda quit riding him about 10 years ago, but you know, as long as his health is good, we're going to keep him out here on the place. He still runs the cows around, you know, and he's got a few health problems. His old teeth is kind of worn down, so I have to feed him a special diet every morning and every evening. And a couple of years ago, he had a little problem with his right eye, and he's just pretty much blind in his right eye, so we have to kind of be careful approaching him on that side. He's a little skittish. But that's another reason why we try to interact with him as much as we can. Every time when I feed him, I bring him a treat and kind of work with him, kind of keep him used to being handled and petted on. So kind of reassure him that we're here to take care of him. But yeah, he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, and he's a good cutting horse, or he was back in the day. He's an own son to Gold Lena.
Yeah.
And a Dock Bar mare. So
yeah, he came from a cutting horse ranch down in South Arkansas. Back in the day, Wanda and I did a lot of horse shows and team penning and things like that, and that was her main team penning and barrel racing horse. And you know, many years ago,
cut any calf out of a herd and give you change.
Yeah. Now, even though Wanda doesn't ride Dude anymore, we still have the farrier come out every so often. We keep his hooves all trimmed up, and we get him out, brush him down. It takes him a little longer to shed off than it used to when he was younger. One other little interesting thing about him, on his markings, according to his registration, all he has is just the stockings on his rear feet. But something that didn't go on the registration was this marking on his rear hip. Kind of looks like a greasy old stain.
Hey.
But he has had that mark ever since we have had him. So that's always been kind of a distinguishing mark, even though it did not make it onto his registration papers, which is pretty cool. But, we're going to have him hang around here as long as his health is good. And, you know, like I said, I don't know what's the Guinness World Record for the oldest horse.
Probably in their 50s. Yeah.
But still, 37 is not too bad. You know, I mean, there's a lot of folks that, you know, they come by and they say, well, man, how old's that old horse? Oh, he's 37. No, he's not that old yet.
Hey, I'd give anything to be 37 again.
Yeah. No, I done went through that once. I'm not going through that again. Okay, now these are going to be the cows that we have up here in the front pasture. That one is a little heifer calf. She was born back in, you're the date girl, you're supposed to remember.
February,
I think that's right. That's right. And of course, this is our latest one that we had just a couple of months ago. And of course, that one's mama is the one over here that we call Prissy. Now, the cows that we keep for breeding that we actually name, the rest of them we don't name them, so that's going to be Prissy right there. We also have a couple of Black Angus that we actually purchased from another farm up the road who's actually a customer of mine.
You mean the Angai?
As Wanda calls them, the Angai. That is plural for Angus. Now, we did name them since they're going to be part of a breeding stock. Wanda actually named them. This one's name is April because it was born in April. This one's name is March.
Because she was born in February.
Because she was born in February. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Now, this is just a steer that we've had for a little over 2 years now. And we'll be taking him to the sale barn here before long. He's getting just about big enough to finish out and make somebody some good freezer full of meat. Let's see. I think that's about it. But yeah, we got the two calves here. These two, both of those are heifers.
You need to move before she crawls in my lap.
Well, she thinks you've got some range cubes. Well, one thing that we've tried to do is to keep the cows a little more manageable and used to being dealt with. You know, we interact with them a lot, which means we give them lots of range cubes, so it makes them kind of used to being out here with us. The only bad side to that is they will
crawl in your lap.
They will literally mob you.
I ain't got nothing.
So like I said, we got these two little heifers here. Those will be going to the sale this spring. We've got, of course, we got 3 more cows back there in the back. Dozer's back there just having a fit, so we'll go back there and check those out. Also, we've got something else we're going to do back there in the back pasture that we want to show you.
Ooh, baby. You're not supposed to video and drive.
All right, shotgun.
Only reason I get to go, ain't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, Wanda and I are back here on the back side of the pasture. This is our other cow out here. We call her Sassy. I'll give you 3 guesses why. But she's a good cow. We've actually had several calves off of her. In fact, this is the calf that she threw this spring. Boy, she's a big old heifer. She's gonna make somebody a good one. And of course, there's Dozer. Dozer was the first calf that was born on this place here when we started dealing with cows. He's a little over 5 years old. I was kind of skeptical about keeping a bull out here because they can be a little bit of trouble. But during the first year of his life, I pretty much just laid a hand on him every day and kind of got him used to being messed with. And so every day I come out here, I come around and make the rounds, check the cows, check the fence.
She loves you so much.
Yeah, scare that. I tell you what, she's still a little, she's a little bit twitchy just yet. She don't really want to be messed with.
Here you go. And that my cow spit on your fingers. Best moisturizer in the world. Everybody's always saying, is that bull really that big? Don Ray is 6 foot tall.
Yeah. But he's easy to get along with as long as I feed him range cubes.
Yeah, everybody's in love with those.
As you can probably tell, Dozer is really interested in what's going on back over on the other side of the pasture. And the reason why it is, obviously, the 2 Black Angus that we got, those are actually heifers. They have not been bred yet, and they're not quite a year and a half old yet. Maybe just a little over a year and a half old, so they're a little too young to be bred just yet. So we're going to keep them on the other side of the fence, and just to kind of keep from having any trouble with old Dozer here, one thing we've done is we've put an electric fence up. I don't have any more treats, dude. I'm sorry. So, and that's another thing I did is the fence out here is actually almost 6 foot high. And I've also ran a solar powered fence charger on it. We got 2 strands of electric wire on it. And really, he only got into it once or twice, and he doesn't mess with it. And that's one of the things I do when I go out and check make my rounds every morning and check the fence, check the cows. I've got a tester that I hang on that and just make sure that everything's working good, nothing's shorted out. And it goes along the fence row over on the other side that adjoins to our neighbor's pasture, because they do have cows over there from time to time, so that keeps us having any problems with the neighbors next door. So that goes all the way to the back. I don't have my tester with me right now, but the max it reads is 7,000 volts. I don't think that I'd want to have anything to do with that.
Use the manual tester. Grab hold of it.
Use the manual tester and grab a hold of it. Are you there? Just take a whiz on it, huh?
Yeah, either one.
Just a whiz on the electric fence.
I don't think so.
She was letting me scratch her head.
Well,
Of course, she's over it now.
yeah, these new ones, these new calves, it takes them a little while to kind of get used to being messed with, but you hand them enough treats, by golly, they'll get over it for sure. So that's all of the cattle that we have on the place, and Dude. Can't forget Dude. So currently we've got 9 head of cows, and that's about all this pasture will handle. And I do have it divided, as I talked about earlier. We've got a pond back here on this side, so the cows on the back side of the pasture's got plenty of water. On the front side, up by the shop and the house, we've got a watering trough up there that I fill up every morning, so they've got plenty of water.
Yeah, they're spoiled to city water.
Yeah, they like that city water. It tastes better. Cow's been peeing in that water over there. Yeah, down here on this end, there's some trees down there. That's what we call the cow spa, and they wade in the shade out there when it gets hot. So, but yeah. Another reason we're back here today, I've got a bunch of blackberry bushes that have been growing on this pond bank for a number of years. And I can't get up there and bush hog it with the bush hog because the banks are too steep. I'm a little leery about turning the bush hog over. But one of the things it does do is this time of year, it do make a few blackberries. Let's go check it out. Now our blackberry crop, it kind of varies from year to year. This is the first time in probably what, a couple, 3 years that we've had this many.
Oh yeah.
And man, they're everywhere.
They're here, they're there, they're everywhere.
Now personally, I don't really care for blackberries myself all that much. And Wanda, do you really like them all that much?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. But Randy that works with us here at the shop, his wife, Lisa, she likes to do a lot of baking and this and that and the other, and man, she's all the time asking us about getting blackberries. She makes some really good blackberry cobbler. Now, I'm not real crazy about blackberries just straight up, but now I do like me a good cobbler with a little bit of ice cream up on the top side. Now, y'all ain't gonna be over here messing with us while we're trying to get blackberries, man. I know you don't like them, so y'all just get on.
Well, somebody's been eating them over there.
Reckon she'd eat one if you gave it to her?
She'd eat a rock if I gave it to her. Yeah. Thanks.
I don't think she wants no blackberry.
Well, I'm not putting that one in the bucket. It's got cow spit on it.
Yeah. No, she's over it. Okay. Now you throwing it at the calf?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. But yeah. Of course, this is pretty common in Arkansas, different parts of the country. I don't know if y'all all have blackberries or not. These things are kind of a nuisance, really. I try to kill as much of them as I can that's in the fence rows because, obviously it messes with the fence, and you sure as heck can't get in there and work on the fence, tighten it up, this, that, and the other, with all these blackberries growing up in it. But now on the pond bank, I don't mind too much. It kind of cuts down on the erosion and things like that. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with some good blackberries.
I'm not getting those that are way back in their long arms. That's you.
Okay. Sounds like I got to put this camera down and pick a few.
Holy crap.
There's a lot of blackberries up here, but I'm noticing a lot of them are still kind of green.
Well, they make for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the start, middle, and end. Ow!
Oops. The old pond's down just a little bit, but it's not dangerously low. It's old pond's pretty deep down here on this end, so old dozer's just all upset. Got them girls down there, and I can't get to them. Oh man.
He's trying to do his job, and you won't let him.
Yeah, well, all things in time. Alrighty, y'all, we're gonna get back to finishing up picking these blackberries out
You
here.
ought to be fishing.
Yeah, we ought to be fishing. There's some fish in that pond, I guarantee you. There's some crappie and some bass, some catfish.
Knothead.
Knotheads. All right. Well, guys, as always, appreciate y'all watching. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure and subscribe, and also click the notification bell so you get notifications or future videos. So, y'all have a good one. We'll catch y'all next time around.
Bye.
Meep.